It's currently 4 in the morning. I have a math test in 4 hours and I want to make a YouTube video. I can't find anything good to watch on YouTube, so I decided to make one myself. This is going to be a polyamory between Bokugou, Todoroki, Kirishima, and Listener. Why? Who is awake at this hour? My family's kind of being loud. I don't know who's upstairs, but I can kind of hear them, but like not the point. So I have some light piano music on in the background. I'll put the link to this in the description down below. But I don't know why I'm doing this. No one's probably ever gonna watch this, cause yeah. And please ignore my voices. I can't do like good voice impressions whatsoever. So please ignore that, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you want a part 2, because I feel like I might split this into a couple of different parts. Mind you, I don't have anything to read. I'm doing all of this off the top of my head, so please don't kill me if it's not good, or if there's like a pause. Like, that's probably me trying to think of like what to say next. Excuse the creaks in the floor, and if you hear background noise, I'm sorry. I put on the piano music to kind of drown it out, and I honestly find piano so beautiful, but I don't think it will do much. But I really hope you enjoy this video. If you don't, feel free to drag me in the comments, considering the fact that this is my first video. I made a gender neutral name. Your name's gonna be Ash if you're a boy or a girl. So I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know what else to say. Let's get on with the video. This is going to be like a mafia one, but like you're the mafia boss and all this crap, but like you'll figure it out. I'll even figure it out on the way, because I have no clue what I'm doing, because again, off the top of my head. So feel free to relax and just listen, even though my voice isn't calming whatsoever, and I kind of sound like a dying rat, but like it's fine. We'll figure it out as we go, of course. I just need a minute before I start. I just put some. Okay, so let me know if you guys want a part 2. I guess let's start. You were in the middle of Mr. Aizawa's class when your phone started to ring. You picked your phone up. Bokugou turned around, the usual scowl on his face. He was evidently pissed off. Mr. Aizawa was quite upset too. In his mind, he was thinking, how dare she take a call in the middle of my class? This girl's gonna be the death of me. But you needed to take the call. You quickly got up and apologized to everyone and said you needed to urgently take this. As you walked out of the classroom, and answered the call. Boss, we need you here now. We're being attacked, the person on the other line exclaimed. You're what? You said quite loudly. Bokugou got curious, so he went to the door. Todoroki and Kirishima right behind him. Just as curious as he was, though. So they were listening to your conversation. Boss, we're sorry, but we need you. The person on the other line exclaimed. I'm in the middle of class. You expect me to just leave? They had never. You said that the boys had never seen you like this. You were always light and bubbly, except when fighting. All the boys had some sort of respect for you. Bokugou had respect for you because you beat him in a couple of fights a couple of times. And when he saw you beat the living daylights out of Monomoa for cheating on Momo, even though you didn't like Momo, he got this weird respect for you, but he would never admit it. Todoroki thought you were pretty cool, and that your quirk was amazing, and that you would make a great hero. And he had an admiration for you when you stood up to his father, Endeavor, once at the sports festival. And Kirishima just liked you in general. He thought you were really nice and you seemed always happy. So he just liked you. He was drawn to you, kind of like everyone else was. Oh my god. I can't believe you guys got attacked. You guys are losing, aren't you? You said in a clearly pissed off voice. The person on the other line said, "We're sorry, boss, but we need you." You took a deep breath as you told the person on the other line to send a car. "It's already on its way, boss. It should be there in about 5 minutes." You hung up the phone, looking out the window for a second, realizing that the car would be there soon. You needed to apologize and leave. You put on a smile that was clearly fake. The boys noticed that you were about to go back inside and sprinted back to their seats. Ida tried to stop them when they were at the door from listening to your conversation. He said it was probably private, but they didn't listen. You walked into the classroom, apologizing that you had to take your phone, looking at Miss Trizawa. I'm sorry, guys, I had to take that, but it's a family emergency. I need to go now." You grabbed your things, and you were about to walk into the classroom before Bokugou grabbed your hand. You glared at him, which you had never done before. It scared him. He wouldn't admit that either. "Oi, idiot, where the hell do you think you're going?" he said. You looked at him. "I said it's a family emergency." You grabbed your hand away and walked out. You realized that the car was there. You quickly rushed downstairs. All three boys walking out of the classroom, seeing you get into a black car with a man standing next to it, which was your bodyguard, but they didn't know that. He was in a black suit. You got into the car. All the boys watching you as you left. "What the hell was that?" Todoroki exclaimed. "Half and half, I don't fucking know. I'm not thinking the same thing," Bokugou said. "Do you think she's like rich or something?" said Kirishima. Both boys looked at Bokugou, and Todoroki looked at Kirishima. "Shut up, shitty hair. Let's go back to class," Bokugou said as they all walked in. Bokugou and Todoroki were on a mutual agreement. They weren't friends, but they didn't hate each other. Bokugou kind of lightened up, and he didn't hate Todoroki as much. Once you reached your destination, you walked into the main building, seeing a couple of your guys hurt and some of the guys that attacked you tied up. Seeing some of the guys that attacked your guys tied up, you went to your guys quickly, asking them if they were okay. They said they'd be fine and to go check on Morgan. You ran to find Morgan. Morgan was your right-hand man. She was your everything. You had to make sure she was okay. Luckily, she was fine and she was talking to the chief of police. You were on a mutual agreement with the chief of police. He was the only one that knew you were the leader of the Mafia. You tapped Morgan's shoulder and you told her that you had got it and to go handle the stuff with the medical people. "Of course, boss." She quickly walked away. You and the chief of police talked for a little bit. As you turned in the criminals, you and the chief of police were on standing ground. He didn't like what you were doing, but he didn't have any option, considering the fact that you brought in villains and hardened criminals for him when he needed you. You were technically a bounty hunter for the police, but you only used them. You always got what you wanted, and you kind of needed them for that. Once everyone left, you angrily called everyone into your office. Everyone quickly came in as you sat in your chair, rubbing the side of your head. "Morgan, how much did we lose?" You said in a deep tone that clearly had annoyance in it. Morgan, now," you snapped at her. Sorry, boss," she said. No, Morgan, I'm sorry. I have a headache. It's been a long day. Just how much did we lose? You said in a softer tone, rubbing the sides of your temples still. A couple thousand, she said as she tensed up. With a couple thousand wasn't that bad. But it still wasn't good. You shouldn't have lost anything. You should have beat those guys to a pulp. But whatever. You told everyone to get out of your office and for Morgan to stay. Morgan's POV. Oh my god, she's gonna kill me. It's my job to take care of this place. When she's gone, she's totally gonna rip my fingers off. Oh my god. Morgan? She said my name, which kind of snapped me out in my panicking. Yes, boss? She reached in her drawer after taking a couple deep breaths in and out, handing me a gun. Surprised, I looked at her. Boss, what is this? A gun, she said bluntly back to me. But why do I need this? Boss, we don't kill people. I can't take this. Don't question me, she said. She cut me off before I could continue ranting. Just get out of my office and keep it. I quickly left. Ash's POV. Sorry. Ash's POV. I can't. You opened your computer, going through the numbers, calculating how much you lost exactly and how much you had left. Doing some business with with the Russian Mafia. Over private email. You knew you didn't do that crap on a regular email. That could get you in big trouble. That could be traced back to you. Flashback time. I hope you guys are enjoying this. But sorry, just flashback time. You were 5 when it all started. The extensive training, the abuse, everything. Your mother watched as your father abused you every night. But every day... Sorry, let me retry that. Your father got drunk every night and would come home and abuse your mother. But he started abusing you when he was 5. But he trained you every day, extensive training, hours and hours of it. Which sucked, but you still did it. You were in good shape. You knew how to fight, and you could hone your quirk properly by the time you were 9. He said you needed to take over the business, but he still abused you. The abuse didn't stop. Oh crap, I'm sorry, I forgot to put an abuse warning. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll put it in the description. Apologies. Self-harm warning right here. If you aren't okay with this, then skip away or whatever. You started hurting yourself when you turned 13. You couldn't take it anymore. His abuse was the training was hard and the abuse was even worse. Your mother went to the hospital for cancer. She died when you were 14. You got into UA. Your father was very pissed at the fact that you went to UA, but he didn't have an option with it. He still trained you to be the leader of the Mafia one day, but you didn't know it would come so soon. After you got into UA, you were 15, and when your father was murdered. You absolutely hated your father, but you were a little sad to see him go. I mean, you absolutely despised your father. The first time he ever raised a hand to you saw him raise a hand to your mother, you cut one of his fingers off, and you told him if he ever touched your mother again that you would cut something else off, if you know what I mean. He stopped touching your mother that day, but it still continued with you, but you didn't care as long as your family was safe. You were slightly relieved and a little sad to see your father go. You didn't know why you were sad, but he was your dad, so I guess you couldn't complain much. Into flashback. You just got done doing your work. You said you figured you would go back to school around lunchtime. It was almost lunchtime though, so you decided to head back to school to Mr. Aizawa's classroom. You decided to walk considering the fact that your big black car would cause way too much attention to you. You walked to school. As you got there, you walked to your class 1A. Knocking on the door. Apologies. Knocking on the door. You opened it. Come in, Mr. Aizawa stated bluntly. You opened the door and apologized that you said, I'm sorry, Mr. Aizawa, I had a family emergency. Apologies, it will never happen again. You said as you bowed. It's fine, just get out so I can sleep, he said bluntly. You quickly got out and you went to eat lunch on the rooftop as you always did. After you got done eating, I'm gonna skip to the end of the day, cause, I'm gonna skip to the end of the day now. At the end of the day, you were about to walk home when you had gotten a call. You picked up your phone. Hello? Morgan, is everything okay? No, boss. I forgot to mention earlier, but they have your personal information. You dropped your phone, slightly scared. Surprisingly, the only reason you were scared is because you had some very important stuff at home, stuff from your mother that you knew that you couldn't let anyone ever take. You rushed home quickly. My foot's asleep. I'm sorry, guys. You rushed home quickly, making sure everything was still in the safe. That was the only thing you were scared of losing. Little did you know that all three of the boys had followed you home. You didn't notice because you were running so fast, but you had left your door open. They walked into your house. After you made sure everything was okay, you heard something from downstairs. You quickly grabbed your gun, making sure there were bullets in it. Walking downstairs, the boys, as you turned the corner, you saw Kirishima in your fridge, Bokugou sitting on your counter, and Todoroki sitting in one of your bar stools, spinning around like a little baby, like a toddler. You looked at them. What the hell are you guys doing here? You said, slightly annoyed. Todoroki stopped spinning. Oh, we just wanted to make sure you were okay, and you were acting weird all day, Todoroki said bluntly and went back to spinning. Yeah, we really just wanted to check on you, Kirishima said, stuffing some food into his mouth. Bokugou just grunted in response. Well, what do you guys want? You said bluntly, Bokugou looked at you as you were about to put away your gun. Oi, is that a gun, idiot? You looked at him, and as you put it away, yeah, I was ready to blast your asses, you said, and you chuckled. Bokugou looked at you. All three boys looked at you surprised. You looked at them. What? I'm being serious, you said, as you put the gun and locked it in the safe. And locked it in a different safe in the house. So, what's the deal with you, Kennedy? I guess your last name's Kennedy, because I don't know where that came from. That's my last name, so I was just kind of like, sorry. What's the deal with you, Kennedy? Bokugou said, a slight softness in his tone. What do you mean, what's the deal with me, Bokugou? The door busted open. Guys with guns came running into your house. You told the boys to get on the floor, so they quickly did, hiding behind the island. You got out your gun and shot some of the guys in the legs, taking the rest of them down with hand-to-hand combat. There was about 30 guys. It didn't take you long to finish up with that. All the boys looked surprised at the fact that you had just taken down that many guys by yourself with hand-to-hand combat and only shooting 3 of them in the leg and arm, not major places though. You looked at them as you grabbed your phone and called Morgan, telling Morgan, they attacked my house. Get your asses here. We need to talk, you said bluntly. The boys all stood up from behind the island. What the hell was that, Julie? Todoroki said. Bokugou, idiot. Are they okay? Bokugou rushed over to one of the guys that had got shot. You put the gun down. They're fine. Get away from them. They're dangerous, Bokugou. Bokugou looked at you. You looked at them. I'll explain later. Just please. Get out for now. We're not going anywhere, Julie. Ajiro said with a slight smile on his face, kind of proud the fact that his crush had taken him down about 30 guys by herself. Her or his self. Yeah, he's right. We're not going anywhere. Todoroki said. Fine. Then go to the living room while I get this cleaned up. All of the boys went to the living room. And that's where I'm gonna stop it for today. My foot's asleep and I couldn't really focus at the last part. But, remember, I just did all that off the top of my head, so if it was terrible, my actual apologies. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Let me know if you want a part 2, even though no one's probably going to watch this. But if you do, hello! Let me know if you want a part 2, because if you do, I will gladly make one. Yeah. Ow. My foot's asleep and I just... Apologies. Okay. Let me know if you like the piano music in the background. Make sure to go check out the piano music. It was actually quite peaceful and I love the changing of the screens. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a nice day, night, afternoon. My foot's asleep and I'm about to cry. Bye guys. Love you. Even though no one's gonna watch this. Okay, bye bye.